Yo, what's poppin'? Today I'll be ranking every game in Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. There's 7 games in this collection and I'll be ranking them based off how much fun I had with them. I won't be ranking them based on how they play online or how they play in competition. This is based on my opinion. If you have a different list, put it down below. At number 7, I got The Punisher. This is the only game in the collection that isn't a fighting game. It's more of a beat 'em up game. It's a co-op game where you can play as Punisher or Nick Fury. You will have fun for a couple hours, but once you beat the game, I don't think you'll come back and play it unless you're playing with your friends. It's a cool game, but it doesn't really have a lot of replay value, so for that reason I have it at number 7. At number 6, I have X-Men Children of the Atom. I believe this is the first Marvel game Capcom made, and they made it where it's only X-Men characters, but they did add one Street Fighter character. I place it at number 6 because the game feels pretty slow compared to the other games coming up. And I think this roster was lacking. Like when you think of X-Men, you don't think of Psylocke. Instead of Psylocke, they could have added Nightcrawler. Even though this game's low on the list, it's still a fun game to play. At number 5, I have X-Men vs. Street Fighter. It's the first collab between Marvel and Capcom. I think it has a pretty solid roster for both X-Men and Street Fighters. It's a faster paced game than X-Men Children of the Atom. I also think the X-Men roster is way better than X-Men Children of the Atom. They improved the combat a lot, but the only thing I don't like about this game is that when you click on your character, for some reason it gives it a different skin. At number 4, I have Marvel Superheroes. There's only Marvel characters in this game, but they do have some X-Men characters like Wolverine, Juggernaut, Psylocke, and Magneto. I think the roster is pretty stacked for how many characters there is in this game. If they would have replaced Blackheart and Sumagorath, I would have ranked this game higher. I like the Infinity Stone concept in this game. Most people don't like that concept, but for some reason I actually do like it. This game came right after X-Men Children of the Atom, and it feels like a big improvement, and they were trying something new with the Infinity Stones. At number 3, I had Marvel vs. Capcom. This is the first Marvel vs. Capcom, but they ended up having a trilogy. The roster is pretty mid in this game though. I don't like when you click your character, it gives it a different color skin. The thing that makes this game so high on the list is that the gameplay is very fast paced, and I like that. And right after you click your team, you get to pick a support character that comes out and helps you. So in a way, it makes it a 3v3, but it keeps it at a 2v2. I like how they went for something different, and for me, I think it landed. If they ever make Marvel vs. Capcom 4, they should make this a game mode. At number 2, I have Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Number 2 and number 3 are pretty close, but number 2 does some things I like a little better. In Marvel's side, it has 4 of the best characters from all the previous games in here. And it'll be Cyclops, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Captain America. Street Fighter side could have been way better because they have Dan and Ken when they already have Ryu. They could have switched both of them out for someone better. Or at least someone that doesn't have damn near the same moveset as Ryu. One thing I don't like, but for some reason they make it work in this game, is when you click on a character and it gives it a different skin. But almost all of the skins are better. And out of all of the games, I think it's the fastest paced game. At number 1, I got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Was anyone surprised? It has the biggest roster from all the other games I listed, and it has 56 characters. This is the best paced game in my opinion, and a lot of people rate this as the best fighting game to ever be created, and as of right now, I agree with them. People were paying $600 just to play this game at one point. This game easily has the best replayability out of all the other games on the list. And the reason I said we're not going to rank online is because this game dominates the online scene. This is basically the only game people play online. There is other games that people play like X-Men vs. Street Fighters. And every character feels different. Since this is a 3v3, you can switch out to any of your characters when you need to, and you could call them for an assist. The only catch is if your teammate gets attacked while they're assisting you, he will take double damage. They switched the system from a 6-button system to a 4-button system, which makes it easier to play but also harder to play at the same time. Well, those are my rankings. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you rank yours differently, make sure to leave it down below.